These tips that are usually said multiple times on YouTube have never worked on me to stay motivated for a longer period of time and to stay on track for a very long duration. So what are those tips and what didn't suit me? How did I figure out it? Let's discuss all these things in today's video. So without any further ado, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Shift Study Studio. One of the best tips that people give when you tell you have a certain ambition and if you don't want to fall off track, especially when your ambition is way far from you and if you have to reach that high stage, then you need to have short goals to not to fall off track. So short goals are actually a beautiful tip. I'm not denying it, but listen to me carefully. It never works for me because I have very high expectations on myself because I always done very good at my academics. I must say I have high expectations on myself, but at the same time, I'm also a rigid mindset or a stubborn mindset, I must say, because when I set up an ambition, then I can't stoop my looks from there down and say that okay, this is my current goal, I have to focus on this. I've never been that person. My looks will always be straight on my ambition because I feel the short goal is like killing that fire within me, and being in present, focusing on this current goal like make me feel forgetting my main ambition. This is what I personally feel. I feel that if I keep reminding myself my major ambition, that lit a fire within me that will help me to work in the process, but the short goals or current goals will kill that fire within me or help me to focus only for the certain period of time, and then I'll be like, "Arey yaar, kaun karega?" You understood, right, from where I'm coming. So apart from that, one thing I want to discuss is once you are achieving your current goals or current targets, then after you join all the dots, you're very close to your higher ambition, which is a very good thing. But I am someone who is more purpose oriented person rather than this goal oriented person. See, short goals are good, but this current goals are not my cup of tea because I'm a person who keep reminding purpose of why I want to achieve that ambition. So this is the reason why I am not a goal oriented person, and at the same time, this purpose helps me to enjoy the process instead of putting targets. Targets are a little bit pressurizing for me because this, if I don't achieve this, I won't be very close to my goal. No, why I'm doing that, and that helps me to always keep that fire within me alive, at the same time help me to enjoy the process instead of pressurizing myself. I didn't achieve this target, now what? You understood, right? So I'm more over like purpose oriented person than a goal oriented person. Goal oriented people are hard workers, I must say, and kudos to all those hardworking people out there who are actually working really hard, jobs, studies at the same time, even handling your household chores. It's not a joke at all. So by the way, I really want to convey my feelings on that. Kudos to all you people, all the very best. Just keep going no matter what comes into your way. But I am not a hard worker because I have my own reasons for it. I am a smart micro worker. Well, I want to differentiate first. See, hard working is not afraid to sleep less, not afraid to sit for a longer period of time and reading, not afraid to sacrifice any kind of enjoyments. I've been there for my exams. Every time when I give my exams or competitive exams, theoretical exams, I've always been there. So hard working is not something that's everyone, it is not everyone's cup of tea. It's not at all. But one thing I want to say here is I'm a ADHD, at the same time HSP, highly sensitive person. So I'm less ADHD and more HSP. Well, I have few ADHD traits in me, very less, but I am very sensitive to working for a longer period of times, and having less sleep. I need to have 8 hours of sleep. So that's the reason why I said I'm HSP. So now I can't, like sit for hours and hours every single day. If I do it for 3 days, my body drains a lot and I can't cope for the rest of the days in my life. So I choose to be a smart micro worker. And what does it mean? It means that, I want to mention a fact here. 18 minutes every single day is 100 hours in a year. So if I give 20 minutes every single day, that should be an appropriate, very well focused 20 minutes every single day, which I will be able to do for a really, really long period of time. And I need that long game instead of working hard for 3 days and giving up on the fourth day. I mean, this short span of hard working is not something that's sufficient for me, especially to achieve my goals. And my goals, which I have set up in my life, I mean, my ambitions need a lot of patience. So I am in a very long run game. So I need this patience and this kind of consistency to achieve my goals. So I'm a smart micro worker, and if you want to be a smart micro worker, you need to be really, really conscious, because you need to work every single day. If you don't work today, you have to work hard tomorrow. You have to remember that, and you have to work on your capability as well, because if you are reading for 20 minutes every single day, then you have to increase your grasping power or memory power to grasp more in that 20 minutes. Of course, it will happen in a period of time. Usually when you get habituated to read every single day for 20 minutes, you will start grasping more in that 20 minutes, because your focus levels increases day by day, right? So that kind of capacity you need to increase. If you're working for less, you have to do more in that 20 minutes. See guys, life happens in between. No matter what in life, once or the other time we need to work hard, right? So but I want to mention one point here. Your character, your traits in your character are something that reflects in your professional life. If you're a HSP or ADHD, that reflects in your professional life and affects your productivity or professionalism or work in your professional life. So you need to first develop your characters or set your traits, and then you have to focus on your life, on your work, because this is the thing that actually reflects back on your work or professional life. So I really want you to watch my ADHD video that I have done. It is truly helpful, and improves your quality time even at work or at study time. Imagining about the ambition is something that everybody love to do, right? But so, if you're someone who actually thinks like me and feels like me, I imagine myself very nicely about my ambitions and achieving it, or receiving an award. Of course, I do this, but later I break down my thoughts into practical situation, and then I'm like, okay, fine, that looks really good and feels really good, Rupa, but what now? I need to play a really long game, and that is not possible right now. So of course it feels good. It makes me feel good. But my practical thinking dominates my imagination. So I'm someone who is more dependent on my inspiration rather than my imagination. So I usually take references. I have my own inspiration to do YouTube videos also. If I actually fall off track, or if I am falling off track, I'm a very good observant for myself. I keep observing how my day is going. So if I feel like I don't have energy to do, if I feel like I'm too tired or I don't feel like doing it, I just close my eyes and remember my reference or my ideal or my inspiration, and then I get on track. I am ready with the setup. Let's go shoot. So it's because references can help us to motivate us every single day, because every single day the motivational pill that we have to take is not the same. We need to change our motivation every single day, or every week at least. Life has many seasons, and you have to change your motivation according to the season of your life. Every person or the same person doesn't motivate you for your lifetime. The same reasons doesn't motivate you for your lifetime. You need to change your reason. For today, might be yoga might be my motivation to wake up early in the morning. Tomorrow my exams might be my reason to wake up early in the morning. But waking up early in the morning is what important to me, no matter what reference or motivation I take, right? So whether I'm doing it or not is matter. I call them more references rather than inspiration, because inspiration is like, we tend to imitate the character when we call them our inspiration. I have done a detailed video on how we start imitating the characters if we call them inspiration. You can go and check out that video. I'll leave the link in the description box below. You can call them inspiration if you have this clarity that I've mentioned in that video. So I take reference of the work. That is the work that I want to do. So I take that kind of references where I feel like, okay, Rupa, you're gonna do work that way. When you take that references, your inspiration works better, and your imagination can be dominated by your inspiration. But let me tell you one more fact here, that APJ Abdul Kalam once said that a human being is driven 99.9% with inspiration. And I truly believe in this, because there have been few people in my life who are truly my inspiration. And I can't remember my intermediate phase, because when I was in my intermediate college, I was so inspired by few people and worked really well. I studied really well. So yeah, inspiration drives you 99%, and I'm not at all kidding. You will be amazed with how much energy you have. You will be amazed with your work. You feel like, oh my god, I did this, that feeling. It's amazing, guys. So that's all I wanted to talk about motivation in this video. I hope all the steps that you followed on YouTube, popular tips, if that doesn't work for you, then this video might be your reminder and might give you a little bit of clarity why those tips are not working for you. So if you find a little bit of value in this video, then please click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, and don't forget to share it. And let me know what is the best tip that you felt, or one thing that made you feel like why this is not working for you. Comment down below. Bye bye. Stay energetic and stay focused all the time. Bye.